I'm safe. I'm safe right now. I got two of the most amazing people in my life right now. I'm safe. My name is Victor Pulido. I was born in Nicaragua in 1986. So I was smuggling drugs and people into the United States. So this particular day, we get caught. I followed what my stepfather told me, like, remember, you're just a passenger. I got detained by immigration in Brownsville, Texas. They took me to a juvenile detention center where I spent 3 months. I'm homeless. This police officer, he found me on the streets. He asked me, where do you live? I live right there. Where's your parents? I don't have any parents. I never had any parents. And they sent me to a shelter in Homestead. And that's when I finally found some stability in my life.
I came to know Victor when he was picked up by the department. They were looking for somebody to help him with his immigration status and sort of to get a sense of what he needed to get adjudicated dependent on the state to be able to continue staying in the U.S. And there was always a question, does he want to stay in the U.S.? And it was clear to me that he was terrified of going back home.
That's when I met my first angel. That's when I met Monica Newman.
I think that there is so much that you can do, anybody can do for children in the foster care system that is independent of any skill set that you may or may not have by virtue of what you study or what degrees you can hang on the wall. I mean, what I did for Victor and what I enjoyed was our time together.
Finally, when I met him, like, I felt like, oh man, these people really care.
Times I wouldn't even know where he was living because he got bounced from foster home to foster home. I would have to track him down. I would try to just get him on the phone. I would realize when I would get somewhere that he had no clothes that fit.
It felt good that, like, somebody called you and asked, hey, Victor, how you doing? They used to take me shopping.
We were able to get him into a program that was convenient and have him graduate high school, something that he was extremely adamant that he wanted to do. None of that had any required any sort of legal background. I was just his voice.
We are the organization that is the voice, that speaks on their behalf, that will be the pebble in the shoe of the state or any agency that is not seeing these kids as persons, as human beings, as needy of love.
I graduated high school, I became a resident, and all of this happened before I turned 18 years old. And one day I ran into a recruiter. A couple of months later, they sent me to Iraq.
Most foster kids have no one, and besides going through so much neglect and abuse, then they're in the world with no one.
I'm blessed to be able to know a lot of these kids and know many of the most wonderful people in this community who, out of the kindness of their heart, take their time, their resources, and they're willing to help these kids.
Nelson Incapié introduced me to what I think is one of the most amazing people in the whole world, Debbie Robbins, who I consider my mother. I don't care what people say, she's my mother. I just see it, and that's what a real mother is. Throughout my whole life, there have been only few people that I actually care for, and that I see that they care for me. Monica Newman is one of them. Debbie Robbins is another one. Now that you guys know everything that I went through, yet you still love me.
I mean, I honestly didn't know I was going to fall in love with you like I did. You know, you feel like my child. I just feel like our whole family, you've come into our lives, and you've made us better people. You've opened our eyes about life.
Your strength, your determination was evident when you were 15, and it's still evident now.
I'm safe. I'm safe right now. I got two of the most amazing people in my life right now. I'm safe.